Welcome back to the program. It's almost summertime and we live in a high desert climate, which means that we are always on the lookout for enough moisture, and this affects our environment here in Summit and Wasatch counties in a great, important, and potentially dangerous way, which is why we're pleased this morning to have a crew from one of my favorite named groups, which is a description and also gives you instructions right in the title, Be Prepared, Summit County. I'm here with Captain Zane Thompson from the Park City Fire Department, and Nancy Johnson has been kind enough to bring along one of the participants in this week's upcoming event, Titan. Good morning, you guys. Welcome.
Good morning, Terry.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks
What's
for
up,
having us.
Titan? Good boy. How are you, buddy? What a sweetie pie. How are you guys this morning?
Doing well.
Good.
Great.
Thanks for coming.
Yes.
So I just got some detailed information on it not being a woodland fire. It's a wildland fire.
Wildland fire,
And that's one of the big things that's a major concern for us here. Captain, talk, if you would, about the preparedness side of what you do as a group, as a department, and also kind of what your real-time reaction kind of preparation things are that you see during this time of year.
Well, since we live in a urban wildland interface here in Park City, the fire is going to be here. We just don't know when. So we've got to get prepared. So every year we go through a refresher class that prepares us as firefighters. And then we also prepare the community with FireWise information on our website to get the community involved. We have chipper program as well, so people can prepare their homes for a wildland fire so they can have defensible space. So when we have a fire, that we're able to come into your home or into your community and be able to defend that house from the fire. So there's a lot of different things of FireWise preparedness of what it does, it explains how you would prepare your house, getting different things away from your house so it's when the fire does come that your house is defensible. So real time, when the call comes in, we have minutes to get our gear on and respond to the fire in the community wherever it is. So we don't have a lot of time to prepare, but we've got an entire winter and things to get things ready. So when the time comes that we are ready to go.
And in a sense, after kind of the spring passes by, we're almost in a tinderbox as far as fuel that's around us everywhere.
With the rain and the weather we're getting now, the moisture, it's just making all those fuels grow. They'll get green, thick, really lush, and then here comes the weather. The weather is supposed to be expected higher than normal temperatures through June, July, and August. Wow. So with all that rain that we're getting now, it's going to make those fuels grow, then it's going to dry out, and it just creates more fuel for those fires. So just making it aware that people that live in an urban interface area, the fuels are here, we just got to be prepared for it, and it's just going to be higher temperatures and just be more aware. And the community does a great job now. Like, we get constant calls of, can we have fire pits, can we have fires? And so they're aware of it, which is a good thing. So. And
I was just going to ask you that exact question. So you're a step ahead of me, which is awesome. Have you seen a level of preparedness over the years during your career in fire service that people are more aware, that they're more conscious, and maybe in different places? I'm guessing that we're pretty good at it here in Park City.
We're very good at it here. We haven't had a huge fire here, and I think seeing the other fires throughout the nation has brought an awareness here to Park City. And so the community is very aware. We get, like I said, we get a lot of calls when the fireworks come, 4th of July, 24th of July, constant calls. Can we do fireworks? When can we do them? When can we do open burning? When can we have fire pits? And what are the regulations? So we're getting constant calls in our prevention and at the station. So they are very aware here in Park City, which is good.
And you can't control everything, but mitigation is a huge job, and preparedness is
true. And that's what that FireWise is, to mitigate it before it even starts. And so that gives a lot of bullet points and ideas on how to do it and prepare to mitigate it before it even starts.
Great stuff. Thanks for all you do.
You're welcome.
Sure appreciate it, man.
Thanks.
Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, Terry. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming early.
No problem.
So you have an event this week, and you have I hesitate to even say a mascot. I'm guessing that this is one of your thought leaders in the group for this week's event.
Well, he's one of our beloved family members, and part of the community open house on Thursday night at Treasure Mountain Middle School is going to feature a booth on pet preparedness. So we have to be aware of not only evacuating ourselves, but we have to think about our pets. And so there'll be a booth there that will explain what you need to do.
That's fantastic. And talk about some of the other options for information that people can get and learn and understand from the event.
Well, what we're trying to do is alert the community about 72-hour evacuation, if that should be called for, and also to be able to shelter in for 2 weeks, if that should be able to call. We're trying to get the word out to the community, get everybody to have a 72-hour kit. And also have a personal communication plan with their family members, and to sign up for the alert program through the county so that they get notifications when there is something happening in Park City or Summit County.
And it certainly is a complicated time when, like you say, we hope that we never have need for 72-hour preparedness evacuations. That being said, when that time comes and when we're facing, as the insurance companies say, a force majeure of a fire that has a mind of its own, and we're in this place, as the captain says, where it can be dangerous. Talk about your experience in working with this issue, and as a longtime resident of Summit County, how you've seen things change. I'm sure you've got some history of some times when we weren't maybe quite as prepared as we are nowadays.
Well, certainly since 9/11, the preparedness level and people's awareness of that they need to have some sort of plan is foremost in the community's mind, as well as in your family's preparedness. So we have seen that change. I've been involved in it for over 40 years.
Wow.
As a volunteer throughout the country, wherever I've had to live. I've taught classes on 72-hour preparedness evacuations. And about 18 months ago, we decided to bring it to the city and to the county, and they embraced it.
Sure.
Because they want our community to be self-sufficient. These guys are going to be busy with whatever is happening.
Right.
And it will help them and help our other emergency responders, our emergency management teams, to be able to feel like, hey, our community is pretty much prepared. We've got trained volunteers that can help through the CERT program, and just to have that communication plan with your family, because you don't know where you're going to be. You know, hopefully we're all at home sleeping in our beds. And it doesn't usually work out that way.
Right, and in any case, even if you are, you still have to rally and get your plan together.
All right.
It's really cool and impressive to me that you and other citizen servants of our community have put in so much time on this. Talk about what your expectations are for the future. In a lot of ways, we sort of, I think, and I'm sure you guys think more long term, but we think kind of season by season. So it's like, all right, it's going to be dry this summer, and we're in a good position. We feel prepared. Do you have, as Be Prepared Summit County, kind of a committee or a longer term focus as far as what are the big picture items about Summit County that we can change, that we can affect as citizens into the future for the longer term?
Well, our goal, and it's a lofty one, is that everybody in the community, our local community, you know, Summit, Camas, Francis, all of those places, as well as Park City, the Junction, Jeremy Ranch, that they all embrace having a 72-hour kit for every family member. That they keep it either in their car, they have one in their office, that the businesses in our community become oriented to being prepared as a business, because you may be at work.
Right.
And, you know, we are prone to earthquakes here, you know, with the fire situation. So you need to think about, how would I evacuate if the alert comes through, to evacuate no matter where I am.
No matter where,
And we also want that communication plan element in there, so that if your child is in school You know what the plan is.
What's going to be
at school,
happening
what's
at the
going to be
school,
happening
yeah.
with them. They know what's going to be happening with you, and so that you can all have a rally point and be, reunited together safely. So it's a lofty goal to tell people, just go out and get a 72-hour kit and take a little time and get a communication plan with your family, sign up on the alert program, and just be aware that stuff sometimes happens, and hopefully nothing ever happens.
Yes.
We're not hoping that something happens, we're just preparing in case something does. So coming out on Thursday night at Treasure Mountain Middle School, you're going to have an array of emergency responders there, and you're also going to have some vendors there who are going to make your life really easy. They're experts in 72-hour kits and the few things that you need. Titan is wearing a dog backpack so that he can evacuate. In here is water and food for 3 days and his little collapsible bowls. So you just put this on them and they can evacuate, and you know that they've got enough.
And he can help with the carrying process.
He's
got
a working dog.
Carry his own stuff.
Yeah, exactly. He's a working dog.
He's a working dog.
And the final thing is tell us about this this bag that we've got between you guys right there that you brought along.
Well, this bag
morning.
is for a cat or a small animal, and it comes as a kit, and I'm not saying that this is the one that you got to get.
Right,
I'm just saying that
right.
these are out there. It comes with 72 hours, comes with your own kitty.
Oh, good.
But, there's things like their food, there's packets of water in here, there's kitty litter, that type of thing. So it can be, this is very easy. So if you go to an evacuation center, it's going to take them a while to pull up and have a special place for the animals. We know this. So you want to be able to do what you can to be able to keep, them out of the general population.
Right.
And they come under stress too. They know
Absolutely,
something else
for
is,
sure.
they know something's going to be happening, and so they're not going to be their normal selves.
Absolutely.
So for cats or very small dogs, something like this works really well. You may not be able to bring them into the shelter. There may be a separate area for the animals, but you don't want to leave them at home.
Yeah.
You can't leave them at home. And we've seen that in a number of the disasters that we've had, like Hurricane Katrina, where they're just left in the houses and they're abandoned. And then they have to go in and find owners. Sometimes they find them and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do. There'll be, the health department will be there for other things. It's going to be a great time. I think come out and support your emergency responders. They do great work.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. We appreciate all you good folks do, and preparedness is peace of mind. There's only so much we can control, but if you're prepared, you're in the best possible situation for a non-life-changing outcome. Final thing we got to do is information online, web addresses, social media, etc., so folks can find more information. Chief?
We can go pcfd.org. A lot of information there or firewise.com as well.
Awesome.
You can go on the Summit County Emergency Management website. It's summitcounty.com, I think it is. And a little bit more on this. But just remember, it's Thursday night, Treasure Mountain Junior High School. It's an open house. Come 5:30 to 8:30. Bring your family members. And just have a good time and come out and meet your emergency responders. And more about 72 hours.
With Titan.
And hang out with Titan.
Nancy, Zane, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all you do for our communities and it's a lovely thing. Great to see you guys.
Thanks
We'll
for
see you
having us.
Thursday.
Appreciate it.
Okay,
All
thank
the
you.
best.
All right.
All right, you guys, there it is, summitcounty.org. Make sure that you get more information not only about the Be Prepared Summit County event, but also PCFD.org for more information about the good folks who protect us from fire here in our community. It's important work. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. There's lots more show after this.